Hey fellow homesteaders, I just thought I'd take an opportunity today to kind of show you my watering system. I want to show you three things. I want to show you this water manifold that I built. I want to show you my automatic rabbit watering system. I also want to show you my misting system that I built for the rabbits to keep them cool on the hot summer days. So first of all, this is my manifold system. What I've got here is I've got your standard irrigation, lift gate type apparatus. I don't know what they're called. Anyway, what I got here is a hose that goes to a washing machine. So it has a female end on both ends. It's very high pressure. That's important. And then I simply built this PVC manifold with T's and pieces and elbows and pieces of PVC and these shut-off valves. If you get in close here, this fitting right here is important. You want to make sure you get the fitting that is not pipe thread right here. It has to be thread for a garden hose. Make sure you get the right fitting here. This is a pressure reducer, so this reduces the pressure that comes out to 25 pounds for the drip system. This is a drip system that goes out to my trees out there, my grapevines. This one that's on a timer goes to the garden. It also goes out to some new things that I'm establishing out in the field along that fence line that's on the right and the fence line out front that borders the road. I've got some trees that I'm planting out there. Also started some grapevines that I'm going to transplant out there. Cover that fence with grapevines. We're just going to try to grow food everywhere. Anyway, this enables you with one connection to have several outlets for water. You always need water. I mounted this manifold to a board with these electrical conduit clamps and some grabber screws. Make it really sturdy. This works so much better than having, I used to have like a million Y's and T's and everything hooked to that one. I mean, it looked like a Christmas tree. It was horrible. This has worked out so much better. I'm able to put timers on here. Now this timer goes to an upper garden that we have up behind the house, and we're going to be putting a timer on here. I'm able to put this Y on here because sometimes I just need a little water to wash my hands, so it's nice to have one outlet free. So you can add Y's here, you can add the 4 ways here. It just gives you tons and tons of options. You could even have one line running from here to somewhere else and build another manifold elsewhere and just leave this particular valve off, or excuse me, on. Now this one goes to the rabbit misting system to keep them cool. This one goes to the garden up above, and it also goes to the rabbit watering system. We're going to take a look at that right now. Just walk on over to the rabbit cage here. And I am going to be putting a timer on the rabbit waterer. I've determined that the water needs to come on about 2 p.m. and it needs to go off at about 6 p.m. So just walk out here. Now I do have this in the shady spot. It's in shade most of the day, but if you look this way, that's west. When the sun gets over there, there's just not a lot of shade, and the sun beats down on this pretty heavy. I also took a cattle panel that you can see right here, and I arched it over top of the rabbit pen. This is a dog kennel that it's inside. We need a little extra protection for raccoons and things that want to come up underneath the cage and try to bite the rabbits. But you can see this cattle panel is just arched over top of the roof here, and it's connected to the chain link with these little, I don't know what they're called. It's like they're chain links. They have a barrel nut right here, so you can put 2 chains together. I use these for all kinds of things. So it's anchored to this dog kennel with that so that it can't blow off. And then we just simply secured a tarp to the cattle panel. So it makes it quite nice under here. Having the cattle panel there allowed me to put this mainline tubing. This is 1/2-inch irrigation mainline tubing, and these are the little misters that you can buy. I just got them off of Amazon. They're, I think, a 1/2 gallon per minute mister. I put one of them in front of each door. I don't have them spraying right at the door, but just on a slight angle. I think if I was going to do it again, I'd make them come straight down, because the breezes that come through here tend to carry it into the rabbit cages. So I have it on 3 sides. I have it on the front here. I have it on the back. You know, it comes around over the top there. And I have it on the back here with misters. And then it just kind of curves around. And I have misters on the end here, along that line there. Now, the breezes come through, we call this our barn. It comes through the breezeway here and kind of just carries it in. On the other end here, there's a shed. So there's not really much air that comes from this side, so we didn't really worry about putting them there. Now, so that's the mister system. It works really great. I used to have to bring frozen water bottles out here, and now I don't have to do any of that. It makes it so nice, and when I get it on the timer, it's even going to be nicer. So on to the rabbit watering system. I also got these rabbit watering nipples off of Amazon, and they just take just a little bit of pressure. You can see the water comes out. They figure it out really quickly, and so that's part of it. But the magic happens right up here, and I'll take you around and see if we can see this. What I've got here is just a standard sterilite tub that you would get from Walmart. And what we've done is we drilled a hole through the end right here. And you can see that little line right there. That is the arm of a float for a swamp cooler. So we installed this float for the swamp cooler in this tank. Got a high pressure 1/4 inch line that comes into that float that is plumbed into the water that goes to our upper garden. So whenever that water comes on, the rabbits, there's an outlet on the other side. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but there's an outlet on the other end of this tank where a line comes out, and then it Christmas trees off to the different watering nipples that go down to the different pens. And so whenever the water drops in this tank, the float drops, and then when the water comes on from the watering system for the garden, this just simply fills up, and the rabbits have a constant supply of water, and they are just happy and growing well. This is my first batch of the season. They are about, I want to say they're about 6 weeks old. I think they'll be 6 weeks old this Wednesday. But all of them are doing very well. And it's just nice not to have to come out here and worry about filling water bottles. They just have water whenever they need it. So I hope this helps you. If you have any questions, if I can help you at all, please feel free to send me a message. And you know, if you find these things helpful, please like the videos and share them with your friends. And if there's anybody, you know, that can be helped by these things, or that you think that might find this useful, please share it with them. And I'd love more subscribers. I just want to share the things that I've learned with everybody, and let's all, you know, make homesteading easier together. So anyway, hope you're having a wonderful day. Get something done today. Be productive. And I will too. Have a super day. Bye now.